Hey guys, hey everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good twilight, good whatever it is where you are. It's your girl Twin D, and thank you so much for stopping by the camp. Thank you so much for being a part of this camp. Thank you for your support of this camp and of your girl right here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me wish everyone in the US or anywhere else who is celebrating Thanksgiving Day today, happy Thanksgiving to you all. I wish you and all your families a wonderful year, morning, afternoon, evening, night, twilight, month, week, day. Have a wonderful evening to you all, and love your families. Hug them, kiss them. Make sure you tell them you love them. All right, guys, and don't forget, let go and let God. All right, let's jump in and let's see what's going on for you guys. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thine will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on for you. What's happening with your divine masculine? Why there is no communication? Oh, and guys, I had forgotten that it is Thanksgiving, so I won't be doing the lives. So, okay, so for all of this week, no lives. All right, just to let you know. I'll start again next week, Tuesday, when I can get everything back on schedule. So you have the Ascending Masters, Increase, New Beginnings, and True Love. So what I'm getting, what's going on within your divine masculine as to why there's no communication, is that they're experiencing a change. It's a new cycle for them. There's a new start for your divine masculine. So right now they're not saying anything. It's because these divine masculines here are going through a change. Their cycles are changing, not their menstrual cycle. Their cycle, okay? Cycle of life, all right? Cycle of life. There is this guidance presence that are helping your divine masculines to improve on their lives, whether it be their job, whether it be in loving themselves, whether it be in speaking up for themselves, speaking their truth. But they're experiencing a change, a brand new beginning, and all of this is leading them towards true love. All of them is leading them towards true love. Look on the bottom, decrease. So there was a period of these masculines' life where they were lacking in everything that I mentioned. The way they communicate with themselves and others, the way they love themselves. They were lacking. But right now they're going through a change, a new change, a cycle. A new cycle. Your divine masculines are being reborn. When you're being born, people, you can't communicate, okay? There's no talking, there's nothing. You're just concentrating on moving and pushing forward, right? Until now, when you have been born, like the baby. Then you can scream and shout and yell and do what you want and kick and move towards exactly what that you were thinking about before you were born. So your divine masculines are going through a rebirth right now. See that? They're discovering themselves and they're discovering this connection with you and them. Some of your divine masculines are figuring out that they are truly a twin flame. They're also doing their research and they're thinking very hard on what their next steps are to come towards you. Oh, yes, baby. They're going to want a brand new beginning. They're going to want a new start. They want new people in their lives. Your divine masculines are cutting people and things out. This transformation that's happening, it's getting rid of everything in their lives that do not matter. 434, 424. Huh? All these changes are happening. Yes, because now they're realizing that I deserve everything that I've always dreamed of. That family. That freedom, that wealth, true love, and most importantly, 454, they're discovering who they truly are. This was left on the box. Your divine masculines are taking trips. Some of them, they're coming towards you. Some, they are taking these trips to finally treat themselves to their happiness. Make themselves happy. The same way we divine feminine should make ourselves happy and make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. They have now gotten into that energy. 525. Whoa, we got gossip. This has been coming out. So I'm getting two things here. Communication is going to start for some of you guys. Because your divine masculines, they're learning to open up their heart. Learning to speak their truth. And the other thing is, people are going to be talking about this connection. People are going to be talking about you and the divine masculines. However, it works out. 555. Rejection, rejecting their past, rejecting the confusion, rejecting the things that, rejecting all the things that stunt their growth. They don't want it anymore. They don't want it. All the things that blinded them and their inspiration. They don't want it anymore. They're pushing through, like I'm saying. They're pushing through, getting rid of the insecurities, realizing that I deserve better. So divine feminines, your masculines are going through, wow, 626 and 426 over there. They're going through this period, guys. Abundance comes back around. All that they have desired, they're working towards it. Your masculines, they're realizing that I was losing because I was paying attention to the outside influences, the outside world, and not listening to my true self, my intuition. Now they're focused on their spiritual change because they realize that they are being guided and protected. Give me something else here. Facade. They're working on that facade. They're working on themselves. They're working on expressing their true self towards you, divine feminine, to you. They're putting the facade away. And I had a message about that before. Your divine masculines are working on revealing their true self to you, and that's why there's no communication for you guys right now. Because they're working on discovering their true self. They have felt true love, and this true love is pushing them to change, to discover who they truly are. Your divine masculines, they are praying. They're seeking protection. They're asking forgiveness for all the things that they have done and said, because they realize that the spiritual path that they should have been on, with the person they should have been on, they turned their back to both. Because they were focused on things that they thought was what they really needed to do and the places they really needed to be. But they're realizing, no, I'm so wrong. I'm so wrong. They're going to be working very hard to communicate their truth to you. Some of your divine masculines, they feel like they're running out of time. They feel like all the things that they should have been doing from you guys met. Like they're running out of time to complete it. Because now they're awakened. They're awakened. So they're trying to figure out, how do I get all these things done that I wasted my time pushing my feminine away, pushing my spiritual path away? They're going to try to do all that they can here so that it can show you how they truly feel about you. And to your masculines, they're running out of time, so they're going to put some speed upon this. Now, guys, I have part of a video that I want you guys to listen to. Some of you guys didn't get to see it or didn't get to take part, but I want you guys to take a listen. And if you want to watch the whole thing, you can just watch the video. I think I'll put the card in the video where you can watch the entire video if you want to. Please do, and please listen and try to understand, not just to respond. It's spiritually dangerous, and this is the reason why people are afraid of tarot. because it is spiritually dangerous, and this is the reason why God warns us against it as well, because it is very dangerous. Sometimes we are tapping into things and we do not know where this energy is coming from or whom it is that we're asking for guidance and who we are connected to. So that's why it's dangerous, and that's why God warns us against it, because it is spiritually dangerous. I personally, if you're on my channel on YouTube as Twin D, I do not use the word spirit. I don't use that word unless I'm saying Holy Spirit, because when you are saying spirit, which spirit are you talking? Which spirit are you calling upon? Do you see these spirits? Do you know these spirits? Do you know them? Do you know where they're coming from? We don't. And that's why it's so spiritually dangerous. Because anything in the spiritual world that we don't understand and we cannot see, they can use us as a tool for manipulation. When we use divination, we are tapping into the future. And this is one of the things too why God doesn't want us using tarot, because we're tapping into the future. And remember, the only person who knows the future is God. Only God knows the future. So when we tap into the future and we want to know what's going on, it's at that time that sometimes we spoil our own lives and we spoil all the things that are supposed to happen for us. Because us tapping into the future, now we're going to try to make whatever we see or the tarot reader tells us, we're going to try and make these things happen. Or if it's something that we should avoid, we're going to try and avoid it. And in doing so, now we are disturbing God's plan. We hinder God. We look into things, we find answers, and then because sometimes we don't like the answer that we get, we try to turn things our way, the way we want it. That's controlling the situation. So it's like you're taking over from God, like, that's what God wants to happen for me, but I don't want that. So what I'm going to do, I am going to change it and put it my way. So sometimes this is how we get ourselves and our spirit and our souls into trouble. Because us not wanting to interpret this finding our way or make it happen the way we want, it opens up the spirit world to take advantage of the people who are trying to do things on their own. The thing is, when we're using tarot cards, we're trusting the cards to answer important life questions or to determine what, where, when, who, why for your life, when all your trust should be in God. Even on the twin flame journey, if some of you are not familiar with the twin flame journey, it's this connection where you meet this person who is your other half. And the sole purpose of this journey is to find God. It's to find unconditional love. And when you do so, then you can go back to the person that God intends you to be. So the twin flame journey, it's not what people look at it as. You have to understand it before you can describe it. So when we are trying to get these answers on our own, it's looking into the future. It's trying to see what God has planned for us. And again, if we don't like it, we're going to try and change it. Because if we don't like something, automatically we're going to want to change it. But then again, we mess up God's plan for our lives. That's why every time we are doing anything, we should always include God. And if you're on my channel daily, you'll notice when I do my readings, I pray to God before I begin. And this is to ensure that my messages are coming from God. It's coming from that holy place. Because if I just start my readings and I'm I'm just calling in the spirit. Sometimes I hear tarot readers calling spirits, calling spirit guides, calling ancestors. Do you know who you're calling? We do not know who we're calling. We do not know the people or the things that are lurking around us that will try to manipulate us, because we can't see them, but they can see us. So they can definitely take advantage of us. And again, that's why you gotta be careful of tarot. Let's look at the occult and let's see what that is as well. Because this word is used a lot in the tarot community, and some people, we don't understand what it's about. The occult is derived from the Latin word occultus, which means to hide secret things. And this is where you have the occult society, where they practice Satanism, witchcraft, ritual magic, and so on. We use the word occult when we're talking about people who are attempting to gain knowledge of the spirit world to gain power by contacting the spirits of the dead. And that's why tarot is classified as an occult, because people are tapping into spiritual energies and also trying to contact the dead. Okay, where am I? Okay, so some people also use this method, tarot, to gain power, knowledge, understanding, but it's understanding and power to manipulate the future, to manipulate what's going to come. And again, this is exactly why it is spiritually dangerous. This is one reason why me personally, I do not celebrate Halloween. And this is one of the major reasons, because the occult, the people who do witchcraft, Satanism, rituals, they use that door, that period, to do evil things, to call upon evil, because people don't understand what Halloween really represents. It's the Day of the Dead. And these people in the occult who practices these evil things, because witchcraft it's evil, and Satanism, it's evil. So they use that door to open door to the spirit world to do evil things. And this is again why it's called the occult, because they keep these things secret. We might take it as, yes, I just gotta take the kids out to get candy and everything. But there are others who know exactly what this period is for, Halloween, what it's for, and what they use it for. Again, this is exactly why it is spiritually dangerous, because it all looks at spirits. And this is exactly too why I do not use the word spirit, because when you do, you do not know who you're calling upon or which spirit it is. Portals are open during Halloween. The same way how portals are open on 11/11, it's the same way portals are open on Halloween. And it's a portal to the underworld. People use this time to do evil deeds. They try to seek out deities and ancestors and all these spirits that they can use to do their evil biddings. But the thing is, they understand what it's about, and simple people who are just going around, they don't understand it. So they may say, nothing's wrong with Halloween, it's just time to take the kids out for candy. But the society, the occult, the ones who do the witchcraft and the Satanism, uses it to do their evil bidding. They communicate with the fallen angels around these times, because this is where the devil comes in, through the fallen angels. Fallen angels are here with us. When God had kicked them out of heaven, this is where they are, with us. And that's why we have so much evil in the world, because they're among us. And that's why, like the twin flames, we have to come here on earth so that we can help to show people light and true love. Because we're so plagued with evil and dangerous things and people and all these negative spirits. Who is here to help us? And God cannot intervene. And that's the reason why God gave us free will, so you can learn to choose God for yourself. God's not going to force you to choose him. You have to do it on your own. Thank you guys so much for listening, and don't forget to watch the entire video. Just click on the little card that's gonna come up on, or the little bubble that's gonna appear at the top of your screen right up there. Let go and let God, everyone. Later.